Good night, everybody. Welcome to the Spot 242, your place for all improv Bahamian comedy. And tonight's episode is a lot of fun because we've got JGN 12. That's right, Justice Gardens News. And you will see we got anchors that give you local news, international news, we've got weather, we've got sports, and we've got a heck of a lot of laughing in between. Enjoy it.
Okay, this is my 5 cents plus what?
Fully understand what we are dealing with.
We like it. My husband, he did been one health and I come to find him.
It's still tenderizing, okay?
As I have seen it before, this is very irregular indeed.
So being a part of improv is a very good experience because it takes you out of your element. It's not really like the everyday thing. You gotta think on your feet a lot of the times. When day-to-day life you think and you contemplate about stuff, but when you do improv, that you just think on the feet as the moment goes and you kind of get an idea for a skit or a concept and then you run with it and then you just hope to God that you don't bomb on stage. But luckily you have people on stage with you to kind of help you with the skit and you kind of feed off of people's energy and you create something organic. So that's the best part of improv.
Coming in like 5, 4. Coming in like.
Oh, it's great to be back on the news. Welcome back. I'm your main anchor, James Whiteness.
And I'm that girl from JG12.
Good for another night of news. How you doing, that girl?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
I'm perfect. I'm always perfect.
Wonderful.
All right, so let's just get right into it today.
Well, headlines today. We are happy to report that there were no murders for July. No murders at all reported for July.
Oh, wait. Correction. We just had another one.
Never mind. We just recorded our first one. Speaking live.
Being the news anchor, particularly this year, was very, very interesting. But I was a news anchor for the season that I was in before we kind of went on a break. And the news in general is funny. Just people don't laugh on it outside of in real life. So we took the news and kind of made it paramount to the whole world that we try to create with Justice Gardens, and we kind of had fun with it.
Speaking live is Read a Book, who has an interview with an eyewitness right now. Let's go live to Read a Book. Read a Book, are you there?
Yes, I
Hi.
am here. Who's that? We're here with Miss Meow. She's an eyewitness.
No, that's not for you. Miss Meow is just your nasty. I stray cat. Okay,
Miss Stray Cat.
thank you. Because you don't look nasty now.
Did you see the murder?
Oh, that's what I on TV. I tell you, I come on TV to find my husband. I'm looking for my husband. I've been on that maid bus for about 24 hours. You know, and I had to save all of my pennies that I used to be picking up off the ground to get here. So I need to find my husband because he got a home.
All right, read a book. You're gonna have to stick to the story of the murder. All right?
Yes. So did you see what happened?
Yeah, I see that woman. She was crying. Oh Lord, I feel so sorry for her, but you know, it's too much motivation going on in this country. You know what I said? They just shoot you for nothing. You just stand there, bam, you dead. I don't understand it. But I just want to do a shout out. Honey, if you see me on television. I'm looking for you, okay? This is Justice Cotton. I'm Justice Cotton. I can see you. I love you so much. Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back
Oh,
to you
Lord.
guys.
Perfect. Thank you. Goodness gracious.
Bye.
Thank you.
See y'all. Bye, honey.
All right.
The news, for those who do not know, is one of the most crucial skits of the sport. And so in seasons past, the news was a very good, it was a way for everybody to kind of show off their talent, show off different characters related to the news. And I had the opportunity, or have the opportunity, to act as one of the co-anchors of the news for this season. In totally unrelated news, a local web shop, Better Luck Next Time, has donated $150,000 to Urban Renewal 3.83. Now that's pretty amazing.
That is great. Because you know those guys, they just keep stopping and keep going again.
Yeah.
It's amazing. All right.
Well, in other headlines, local politician Dick Lightwide is under controversy for statements made with regards to procreation and tying of their tubes in women.
And you didn't have 2 kids, right? You didn't have 2 kids, miss.
This is all crying. Thank you, Dick. Thank you very much.
Mr. Lightwide has stated that his statements were taken out of context.
That's fine.
Shifting gears, why don't we go to health with Dr. Izit Rabi. Izit, can you hear us?
Izit, are you there?
Yes. Good night, Bahamas. My name is Dr. Izit Rabi. I am the new health representative for the news. Now, I'd like to say, please do not be taken aback by my accent. Contrary to popular belief, I was born and raised in Exuma.
Oh, being a part of the newscast was crazy because that's a fun skit. So much people involved, so much things to do. I was Dr. Izit Rabi. If you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. But I was Dr. Izit Rabi. I had an accent. I think I had an Indian accent, but don't be fooled. I was from Abaco.
I was born and raised in Exuma.
Maybe. And so it was fun, you know. I give the real health topics, right? But to be honest, you know, it's easy to make health funny when in the end everyone has died. Everyone has died. Everyone has died. Okay, no, that was
Now, I feel that it is only right to tell you how I will be presenting the health to you Bahamians out there on 2 polarities, the good and the bad. For example, the bad news is that everyone here is going to die. The good news is that there is no way hell is as hot as Nassau has been. Now, my favorite question of all my life, how we got flipping there today, right? That is the only phrase I taught myself how to say in my native tongue. Here is why. Because I have bad news and I have good news. The bad news is that governments all around the world, including ours, continue to approve the use of dangerous chemicals in our foods. These lead to depression, aggression, obesity, and let's just throw in AIDS for fun. Because this is a joke around the doctor community, it is not a true party unless you're playing Russian roulette with a pistol full of AIDS.
See? Oh man.
Okay, now I have more good news and more bad news. The good news, Ebola is finally out of style. In other words, it is not going to go with your shirt, it is not going to go with your sandals, so shut up, Ebola. The media is not promoting you anymore. Why? Because of the bad news. It was making more room for the new pop sensation known as Justin Zika. Not to be confused with pop sensation Justin Bieber. This one will shrink your child's head in a much more devastating way. So, in order for the Bahamian people to fully understand what we are dealing with, we have a special feature for you. we have invited 2 mosquitoes that are absolutely pregnant with the Zika virus. And it's funny that I say pregnant because the disease totally crushes the dream of a mother having a healthy baby. Let's get on with the interview. What a beautifully annoying sound you make. Now, mosquitoes, I'm going to be asking you very important questions for the Bahamian people, and are you prepared to answer them? First of all, can you please introduce yourselves?
Me llamo Esther Miranda Núñez Gómez. Sí, señorita. Sí.
But Diana, she have nothing to say, but is me and her did the mosquito thing on the stage?
Okay. Now my questions are going to be, first of all, it is imperative that we know, where did the virus start? Where did you mosquitoes first pop up, and why did you choose that country?
We like it.
Okay, I see where this is going. So, I have one last question. This is the most important one, and I ask all of the viewers out there to please take notes. How does a Bahamian know the difference between a regular mosquito and a mosquito carrying the Zika virus?
Yo no sé a bebé lo corta con su bonita mira.
Can we suck your mother?
Okay, so according to the scientific community, the way to tell the difference between a regular mosquito and the mosquito carrying the Zika virus is that the mosquito with the Zika virus will apparently be Cuban with a Jamaican translator. This has been Dr. Aizid Rabi with the health.
Hold on, make my send my summer greetings to my family out there. Hello, Joshi! Big up there, right? Bop, bop, bop!
I don't know what they're saying.
We didn't come up with the mosquito thing after them come up with the Zika thing. So we say, she they from Cuba and me they from Jamaica, so let's do a thing. And that is what we did. So guys, that's how the mosquitoes came about. She just love whispering on me ears, so man, me tired her. Yeah, we is late.
Boy, watch out for Zika. It's here. As you can see, those mosquitoes came from someplace south of us, and they bring Zika. They're pregnant with Zika, as the health doctor said. Join us right back after these sponsors where we have weather and sports.
We're adding 10 channels to Prime Select, and 6 of those are all new, never before available on Rev TV. First, we've got Revolt. There's Bounce, MLB Network, GVTV Extreme, Disney XD, Oxygen. CNBC carries financial and business-themed documentaries, Al Jazeera, Discovery Turbo. And finally, AMC. And how much more are they costing you? Absolutely zero.
And welcome back.
You know, I'm happy to really be one of the people who kind of brought Justice Gardens to the stage and Justice Gardens to TV. Been a lot of great people around, and really all it was is us having all of these ideas in our head, and we wanted to share these ideas with the world.
So the government pay part of the news. So Gail, one of the news reporters, was like, hey, I need a filler, you know. So I started to talk about my experience working for the summer program. And when I was talking to her about it, she was like, hey, that's a great story. You should do that. And so I went and I embellished nothing.
Okay, Mr. Roll, so why don't you detail your most recent experience regarding education?
Well, summer vibe over, right? And during the night, I'm going to get paid. So I go on to the ministry to go get my money because they tell me it can be ready on the 31st of July. And you know there was no murders in July.
Yes.
So I go on to the ministry to get my check, right? And then when I go on to the ministry to get my check, they tell me it can be ready on the 1st of August. So I get them till the 3rd of August. Nothing. So I go on, I complain. Then they tell me I must come back on the 6th of August. So I go on the 7th of August. Nothing. So then again, now they tell me, come back now on the 10th of August. So I go on back on the 10th of August, right? And guess what?
What?
Nothing. So you know what I do?
What else?
I had a flicking conniption in that place, boy. Look here. As soon as I go on there and I tell that woman but all about it, and it's a thing, I tell her, but look, I want my money, right? So
We're live, Sergeant. You can't be saying.
So I go on and I tell her, give me my things, right? So, but then now the government told me they're trying something new. They give you a credit card now for payment. So I go on up there. And sure, when they go on up there, right? They couldn't even find my name on the list. And I'm like, no, boy, I wait the whole month ago. Y'all better give me my money. So when they actually go on and find my name, they tell me they have my PIN number. So I go on and they give me my PIN number. And I searched the office, but they couldn't find the card. But how you will give me a PIN number to go with a card, but you can't find the card, but you can get the PIN number. So anyway, I had to go now back there again, so I go on in now on the 13th because, you know, they couldn't find the card. So now they found the card. So now I go on, I get my PIN number, and I get my card. Then guess what happened? Ain't no money on the card.
It all happened for true. For true. I mean for true. For true. Like true. Real talk. Couldn't believe it. I mean solid. Almost take 3 weeks for a check. I'm telling you. But I believe in my government.
We kind of took things that may be depressing or people might think is, weird or they don't want to talk about it, and we kind of challenge people to think about it in a different perspective and in a safe environment like Justice Gardens. So.
Tonight, 600 employees found themselves without jobs after union wars at Mass Fire and Slippers Hotel. The hotel then had a job fair at a church. Little did they know it was a regular fair where they invited their employees back to play games to get their jobs back. The fair had a bouncing castle face painting and a rousing game of pin the tail on the donkey in front of a mirror.
Boom! Yeah.
See, seriously, anything that's going on in Bahamian life, in life abroad, we will bring it to stage and we will carve out the funny.
It was fun.
Yeah. In Justice Gardens, we have news and everything like everywhere else. And see, Basil he's a weatherman who, well, he ain't got no radar. You see what I'm saying? The radar don't work, right? We have it, but it don't work. And so he really been reporting the news for a little while now with no instruments, you know the kind of way. So what happened is he really get tired of measuring the waves. The first time he went out to measure the sea, the measure is like 2 to 4 feet. So in every forecast,
These 2 to 4 feet.
So, up next we have weather with Basil Bain. Basil. Basil. Basil, we're live.
He's always late.
Basil? Basil, are you there? Basil, you are. Hey! Basil!
So,
Basil, you want to tell us about.
are we live?
Yeah,
Oh.
we've been live.
Good evening, Bahamas. Where's my map? I don't see my map.
Due to recent budget cuts,
No problem. No problem. I apologize for being late, Bahamas. I was making sure that the seas are still 2 to 4 feet.
Are they still 2 to 4 feet, Basil?
Yeah. Technically, we don't have no hurricanes, and it's hot, so that's better.
We ain't getting back in the water to measure it. And if you really don't believe the sea is 2 to 4 feet, go measure it yourself.
Shauna Mills. That character was created, it was born, it was birthed the night that Shauna Miller won her gold medal, and the flood of memes that came out through social media, WhatsApp, it just gave us inspiration at maybe midnight after practice. And Sakani, who I call Dad, Sakani Nash, our producer, he told me, this is for you. You have to go home and you have to make this character come to life. And we made it as Shauna Mills. And I had maybe a week or so to bring this character to life. And I was just like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? This is so much pressure right now.
And our final segment for this evening, sports with, did we change that person?
Because he was.
Was it this?
Yeah.
Sports!
Hey! Welcome live, and we're here, and I'm that guy, the sports guy. All right, how are you? How are you all? All right. Cliff, Topaz, all right, good stuff. All right, just to...
They were new. They got let go a few years ago.
They didn't vote with the current governing party.
So, this is a new cast. I'm James Whiteman.
I'm that girl.
Whiteman, my African name, of course.
Yeah, bro, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you 4i5, you know what I mean? Small dick.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I had on my San Francisco 49er jersey. Let's just throw it out there. I don't care what you say about our record this year. We still have 5 rings. Second team ever to 5 rings, ahead of any other team that has 5 rings or any other team under 5 rings. Just get that out of the way now.
In this box of goodies, we call this box the salty box. Salty box of information as it relates to sports. What do we have here? First and foremost, today is August 20th. That would mean that today makes exactly 2 months since LeBron James won an NBA championship. I am indeed a LeBron fan. This is for all of you haters out there. That sounds like a Packer fan out there that doesn't have as much rings as the 49ers. So let us, you have several seats, sir. To all of the Kobe fans, I'm a Salty no more. He is now retired. Time to go. And 15 minutes ago, this also came through live on the Book of the Face. Some people call it Facebook. Demetrius Pinder posted and said that he is going to delete his Facebook account for a year because he's salty he didn't get to run the 4x4 a little while ago. This is like real news that just happened. And what else did I tell you? I had something else to tell you. Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good. Just came from my last meet.
Okay.
Hi guys. Hi. Shauna here. Shauna Mills here.
Hi.
Shawnee doesn't even have clearance yet.
Huh?
Nothing, Shawnee.
Thanks.
Okay, so what brings you here?
Since winning my gold medal, I've won so many other things, opened so many other doors. As you can see, I'm rocking my new endorsement deal.
Yes.
Like, the aerodynamic, they give me more height.
Yes.
And I see the finish line in HD now. So.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
And I have a new movie coming out.
Oh yeah, what's the name?
The Shauna Mills story. It'll be starring my brother from another mother flipper.
Okay.
Right.
But you see Sherelle right there? She's my client, you know. Let us see her right there.
Oh my
And I have a book deal coming out called Hypertension.
Okay.
10 tips on how not to be salty. And shout out to Derek Askins for buying all my new books. Yeah. So that's all I have going on right now. So yeah. So I'll keep you all posted.
Okay.
On my new ventures. Good night, mamas.
Interviewing Shauna Mills was everything because as she came diving onto the stage, you know, she just made it on the stage, you know. It was, I mean, the crowd literally exploded. This wasn't even buzz. This wasn't even like halfway tear. This wasn't like, you know, haha, chuckle. This was all out laughter because, you know, as we already know, 3 or 4 days previous, you know, we kind of had somebody kind of, you know.
And I perform my own stunts because I dove on stage. Not once, but twice. I felt that for 2 days, but the feedback from cast members, the feedback from the audience, it was totally worth it.
It was interesting.
So there you have it. That is what's going around today on the news. And I'd just like to thank everybody for tuning in. You don't have to do it. You just did it anyways. Again, I am James Whiteman.
And I'm that girl from JB12.
Thank you.
Have a great evening, guys.
Have a great evening. Thanks.
Well, that's it for this episode of the Sport 242. As you can see, the news in Justice Gardens is absolutely crazy. We give thanks for our special guest, Shauna Mills, who came by to talk about her gold medal dive. As you can see, she's got a lot of sponsorship from that. Tune in next week, same spot time, same spot channel, and come and see all the crazy stuff that we bring for you.
You good?
That's your audience falling asleep.
I can feel it calling in the air.
Time I thought you was part of the background. It's a black joke. Okay.
But then just put a note on that. I'm gone. Bye.